What's up, YouTube? We back with another video. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. It's All Pro Sports Talk, the home of sports talk. And today we're going to get straight into it. This is why Cade Cunningham is going to transform the Detroit Pistons. Straight up. This is a can't miss prospect. And I know a lot of people are saying this. They're saying, man, everybody on ESPN compare him to Luka. He ain't Luka Doncic. That's the first point that I want to talk about. Luka Doncic is a different guy in his own right. Luka Doncic came from overseas and has dominated so far. And we see that he's going to be the Mavericks' best player for a long time. But I want to talk about this. The comparing him to Luka Doncic, that's a bit insane. He don't play the same as Luka. Now, Cade Cunningham is a tremendous shot creator. His shot creation in ISO ball is crazy. One of the best I've ever seen coming out of college. But Cade Cunningham is needed for the Detroit Pistons, not to only create his own shot, but it's because how versatile he is. He can play the 1, the 2, and the 3. He can play point guard, shooting guard, and small forward. Now, far as people saying, well, he can play power forward, that's a bit of a stretch. But he can do that if you're going to stretch him out because he is 6'8". This is the best prospect, and this is the best chance the Pistons have to getting this franchise back to what it used to be. This is the same franchise that the Pistons used to go to the Eastern Conference Finals like it was nothing. It was 7 straight years at a point in time. From 2003 to 2008, this was a dominant, historic franchise. But what I've seen over the last couple years, trading for Blake Griffin, passing up on drafting Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, and getting Darko Milicic. Come on, this is not what they do. This is not what the bad boy Pistons did. They need to get back to those days. A lot of people like to forget that the Pistons were at a certain point in time good. And it's because the newer generation like me, we don't really look at the Pistons as a threat because they went and just traded for Blake Griffin a couple years ago. We saw how that went. The man Blake Griffin didn't even dunk with the team. He wanted to leave. And you're getting a chance to get a prospect that really wants to be in Detroit. Now, the sad thing about this and what can end up happening is, what if he does get upset by year 3 or 4? Hopefully the Pistons have more money, more cap space to work around him and get him right. This team is needed to get right immediately now, and that's by selecting Cade Cunningham. They've lacked star power for years, and they can get star power by drafting their own guy and developing him, matching him up with Killian Hayes. This is the way to do it now. Getting Jalen Green would not be terrible. I see a lot of people, a lot of Pistons fans saying, we don't want Jalen Green, he'll be a bust. He's coming out the G League. He's not a terrible player. And it is a report that the Detroit Pistons loved his workout, that they were in love with him after his workout. I think that's a smoke screen. I think that they are going with Cade Cunningham, but he is not a perfect prospect by any means. But he's perfect for what the Pistons need. Let me say that again. He's not a perfect prospect by any means, but he is a perfect player for what they need. He's going to get more fans more excited. It was a baseball game a couple days ago, and they were all chanting in unison, we want Cade. You have to give him Cade Cunningham. It will make up for all those bad years and the bad will that you put up with the Detroit Pistons fans. Because believe it or not, Detroit Pistons fans are very upset with this franchise lately because of the moves that they've made. And we can go back to all the years to the letting certain guys walk, trading Chauncey Billups and signing guys that they shouldn't have signed, by taking Greg Monroe and passing up on Paul George and Gordon Hayward. So their draft history is not the best. But this is a different regime. And I think this is a different time and a different era. Right now is the best time for the Detroit Pistons to go ahead and draft Cade Cunningham. And if they don't draft Cade Cunningham, it's okay to go with Jalen Green. But Cade Cunningham should be the guy. And I know a lot of people are going to say you're flipping back and forth here. What I'm saying is those are your two options. Obviously, it should be Cade Cunningham. But if they don't want to go Cade, Jalen Green would be a good answer. Cade Cunningham definitely has some defensive flaws. He's not the best defender. He is very versatile offensively. You're going to get a lot of offensive power out of him immediately because of how good he is. I love the way that the team is managed up right now. They're not going to be a winning franchise in year 1 with Cade Cunningham because he'll be a rookie. He's going to take some time to learn some things, but he will still be good at the end of the day. This is the first time that this team has had the first overall pick. Let's make the best of it right now. And let's do the best thing that you can right now. Detroit Pistons fans, they need this. Trust me, they do. And this is coming from a Miami Heat fan. And this team has struggled for years. For years. And they've had guys like Tobias Harris, and getting Blake Griffin, like I said. But it doesn't work out like that. All those guys did not develop with the Pistons. They've never had the first overall pick until now. Their last championship was in 2004. They can do something similar that teams have done. Look at what the Mavericks did with Luka Doncic. You try to build around him. Usually when you get a star, it's going to attract more stars to come to your team, no matter where you are, unless you're in Toronto, because it's a whole different country. But Cade Cunningham can help this team go back to their winning ways. It's going to be by a couple years, but he can help them get back to being predominantly a historic franchise again, a storied franchise once again. And the only reason that Rocket fans are saying they're not going to select Cade Cunningham, because they want Cade Cunningham. Because the Rockets really want to go back to the days where they had James Harden. They miss James Harden, and I don't blame them. But the Rockets are in a good situation as well. But the Detroit Pistons, don't mess this up. You may not get the first overall pick ever again. Look how long it took for you to get this pick. Do not mess this up. Select the guy that fits your team the best. Select the guy that's going to help you win. And select the guy that's going to make fans put butts back in the seat. Fans, I promise you, they're going to run back to the palace if you draft Cade Cunningham. If not, you may be looking at a Knicks situation to where they boo the first overall pick and they say, we wanted Cade. So let me know in the comment section. Should the Detroit Pistons draft Cade Cunningham? Or should they go a different route and draft Jalen Green or someone else? By the way, if they draft Evan Mobley, oh my Lord. That makes 0 sense to be drafting Evan Mobley, a guy in the front court. But we'll see. I don't see that happening. I see them going with Cade Cunningham. But can you imagine if they went Evan Mobley? But I think they're smarter than that. I like what they're doing. They're rebuilding the right ways. I like Killian Hayes. Once again, who should they draft? Should they draft Cade Cunningham, or should they go on with Jalen Green or someone else? Let me know in the comment section. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button. We're going to be talking about more basketball videos coming up sooner than later. And until then, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.